Thank you so much for coming. So we're just going to let people kind of gather, kind of join in. People might trickle in a little bit after 7:30, but thank you so much for being prompt and on time. I appreciate it. Were you able to gather the things, the items on the list that I sent in the invite?
Oh, you know what? No.
No, it's not a big deal. I have some right here. So as long as you have a good visual, you'll be fine. But so great to meet you, and thanks for coming. So I would just, it looks like you have your mat. I would just have maybe some pillows or blankets, or both actually, for the restorative practice. And then we'll get started in a few minutes here. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Cool. Thank you. Hi, Vanessa. Hello, everyone. Hi, Vanessa. Wait, no, you're standing there. Over there.
Like, where is she?
We're really bright right now. Here, let me actually fix that. 1 second.
Do you want to check Allison's?
Yeah, will you text her? And if you could light the fire, that'd be great.
Daph, is that your pool or is that Caitlin's pool?
This is my pool.
Oh my God, I don't recognize it.
We got the Buddha statue in the back.
Nice.
He's here with us tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming. There we go. Can you guys see me better like this?
I can see you, but you know what? It's so bright that your face is like it's
There's no detail.
Exactly, that's it.
There's no ego.
Good idea. That's right.
So I'm going to be back here, and Daphne's going to be back here anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, as long as you can see us as a silhouette and hear us okay, is the audio okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, great.
I'm a shadow.
Wow, look at all these folks joining in. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Trace, welcome.
Thanks.
Good to have you.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Of course, of course. I'm just gonna be right here. Wow, it is really bright. That's funny. Thank you guys so much for coming. Sarah Keppa, I see Sarah's a throwback from high school, and I miss her so very much. Thank you so much for bringing your energy here tonight. We're gonna get started here soon. In the meantime, if you can see my altar here, if you'd like to grab a candle, a bowl of water, pillows, blankets, a yoga mat, blocks. If you refer back to that list that I sent over, or if you're looking at like the Facebook invite, you'll see a list there. So basically you'll need all of those items as well as a journal or a piece of paper and a pen for the intention and elimination writings.
If we have our, like I have my incense and my candles on my altar just on the side to me. Do I need to bring it closer?
No, you can, if you need to, you can just walk over. What we're basically gonna do is, well, I don't want to give too much away. You can just walk over to it. I'll give you instructions, don't worry.
Okay.
All right, so we're good. Thank you. We're just gonna light our fires here. And you can light your candles right now as well. Hello, my love. Good to see
Hi,
you.
love.
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so bright. I got to be back here. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Oh
So
my gosh, I love your setting. I wish I was there.
thank you. I wish you were here too. But you know, you made it virtually, and that is just so awesome. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the invite.
Of course, of course. I'm hoping Natalie will be joining us too. So we'll get started in just a couple minutes here. So in the meantime, just if you have an altar, or if you don't have an altar, no big deal. But if you can, just grab a piece of paper and pen, a candle if you have it, and a bowl of water so you don't light your house on fire. That'd be great. And then you guys can just kind of live through my altar if you don't have any of those items. But a piece of paper and a pen would be very advantageous. So take your time, grab those items, and then also a pillow, blanket, yoga mat, whatever you have. And I'm actually going to light my candles here. Let's see. I have a lighter. So,
I have a lighter.
oh, you do? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we do need the pen, paper, lighter.
Yes, pen, paper, lighter, and I have.
What should I have accessible right now?
I have pens over here, and I have pieces of paper if anybody needs it. All right. So I do have some folks here in the flesh with me, which is great. We got a really good turnout. I feel like everybody right now needs this in terms of the energetic full moon in Leo, which we'll get into. But everyone needs a little bit of healing and a little bit of mindfulness right now. Lots of changes going on. So have your pen and paper ready. Just a few more moments here as people are asking for the link. You always get a few stragglers, and that's okay. We've got a lot of exciting and healing activities going on today. A couple of friends of mine are joining. They're also yoga instructors. One's a meditation leader, and she'll be leading us into a meditation. We'll give it about 3 more minutes. Sorry, I keep standing up. We'll give it about 3 more minutes, but just get comfortable, come to a seated position, maybe cross-legged, or if you'd like a pillow underneath your seat, that's a good place to start. Even just closing your eyes to begin as we get settled. Thank you, guys. Ready? Oh, no, it's not a big deal. Oh, no. Right. So I'd also like to preface by saying, if you're indoors, don't wear socks. We're just outdoors and it's pretty chilly here in Orlando. Oh, that's perfect. I just have regular socks, so. So we'll come into stillness when you guys are ready. Yeah. And just come into a place of peace, closing your eyes, letting go of anything that you're holding on to. So our dear friend Allison will be joining us soon in the flesh. She'll be sitting right here. Sorry, there we go. So first of all, if I haven't met you yet, I'm Caitlin. Nice to meet you guys. Let's make sure, can you guys hear me okay? Yep?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So thank you all for coming. This is a very energetic event that we're experiencing right now. The full moon is in Leo, and you might feel kind of all over the place, without direction, scatterbrained, maybe a little scared, maybe a little frightened, not willing to come out of your comfort zone, maybe comfortable from the quarantine days, maybe a little Netflix and chill. But right now, it's really important to practice mindfulness with this energetic event. It's important to find balance. So if you know me, you know that I'm all about that yang energy. I love movement. I believe movement is medicine. However, stillness is mindfulness, and it's important to have both. So tonight we'll be practicing mindfulness and stillness, breathing, letting go of the past, and manifesting our future. So thank you for bringing your energy here tonight. Let's all just take a deep inhale through the nose. And an open mouth exhale, cleansing breath. So mindfulness actually helps us become the observer of things rather than the doer of them. This gives us an opportunity to move through life with intention, purpose, and loving kindness towards our goals, and ultimately into our dharma. That's the ultimate manifestation. In other words, living to our fullest potential. We hear that a lot. But what does that actually mean? It's different for everyone. So tonight, I'd like you to take a look at your past, your present, and your future as we honor this full moon. To balance out the intensity of the full moon in Leo, we practice activities that calm our spirit rather than activate it. So once again, stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe finding that courage, maybe meeting new people. And I know that some of us tonight are definitely stepping out of our comfort zone. So in this moment, just prepare with an open mind and an open heart. So the significance of the full moon goes back thousands upon thousands of years. Buddha was actually born on a full moon, enlightened on a full moon, and left his human form on a full moon. The phases of the moon represent a path between life and death, but that path is cyclical. So that's also very apparent in the way that we build things up, projects or achievements, things like that. And then we need to take time to rest and recover from those undertakings. So a full moon amplifies us and enhances us, what we feel on a daily basis. Even if the feelings are repressed, it brings the conscious or the unconscious to the conscious. And it kind of brings things to the surface. Come on in. Welcome, Allison. Come sit with me. Yeah. So we've experienced a lot of times, or this time has been full of an uneasiness and not sure, a lot of us are not sure where we're going next, right? It's a pivotal point in our lives. And we're honoring that today by cleansing the energy of the past and manifesting for the future. In Eastern cultures, they actually honor the full moon as a holiday where they take time off of work and family to practice mindfulness activities. The same way the full moon affects Earth's tides, it affects our bodies and our minds. We, like the Earth, are made up of 70% water. So if you think of the tide activity, it makes a lot of sense. So I'd like to draw your attention now to this altar that I've put together. You might have one similar, or if you don't, that's totally fine. But just asking for those significant items, I just wanted to kind of walk you through what that means and why we put them where we put them, right? So the north, the direction of north, represents earth. We bring stone, bone, crystals, dried herbs, anything earthly in nature. The south represents fire, your passion, matches, candles, anything orange or yellow, red, anything that piques your curiosity or causes a spark. The east represents wind or air, bringing feathers, essential oils, blades of grass, pens, anything that symbolizes growth or a new beginning. The west represents water, bring anything that reminds you of your grandmother. So oftentimes we see urns or odes to the past. I have my little baby girl puppy, her urn on my altar, so she's here with us. So now I'll ask you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, and I have for you. Unless you have a special pen and paper. Here you go. Pen? Oh, you got one? Everybody have one? Good, okay. So now we'll practice something called elimination writing. And this is basically letting go of the past. Anything you're holding on to, anything that is not sitting right with you, anything that's holding you back, any source of uneasiness or stress. Be specific. It might be fear, it might be doubt, but fear about what? What are you doubting about yourself? So take a few moments to write that elimination down. When you're finished, take your time, of course. Have a candle lit. Or if you have sage, you can light the sage. Or Palo Santo. What have you. The fire element. Don't want to light the wrong end. So when you're finished with that, have your fire element and a bowl of water handy. And we're gonna undo this because nobody wants to light their house on fire. So I'm gonna speak a mantra, and I'd like you to close your eyes. If you'd like, you can repeat after me, but no pressure to. I release the thoughts that no longer serve me from reaching my highest potential. I call in abundance and positivity for this new month ahead. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you'd like to repeat after me, feel free. I release the thoughts that no longer serve me from reaching my highest potential.
from reaching my highest potential.
I call in abundance and positivity
I call in abundance and positivity
for this new month ahead.
for this new month ahead.
Now I'd like you to fold that elimination up, what you want to get rid of. We're just gonna put it in the fire for anybody who hasn't lit theirs on fire yet. No, it's okay. No, it's fine. Beautiful. Beautiful. And once that burns, give it a moment. Eventually letting it settle. And then putting it out. Namaste. So now that we've cleansed the energy and talked about the altar and the significance of all these elements of who we are, I'd like to read a little poetry. And this is preparation for our intention writing or our manifestation. It's called The Archer. I take out my arrow of unfinished dreams and desires and place it firmly in the bow of my determination. Aim it at the starlit sky. Such amazing power behind the action, totally pure intention. And as my prayers ascend the night sky, transverse. Mother Moon in silhouette. The planets call out in unison. She knows her path. We will assist our sister. I can close my eyes, and in that deep place where day has cast aside my worries, can rest assured and protected, the universe is on my side. What now can scare me? Alison Stormwolf. So the next thing we'll practice is the intention writing. Now I'd like you to take another piece of paper. There you go. Yeah, the little ones work a little bit better. And your pen. Oh, you got one? Okay, perfect. Yeah, no problem. So now I'd like you to first close your eyes and think about your intention for this next month ahead. What are you trying to manifest this month? It could be as simple as making your bed every day. It could be as complex as becoming the best parent that you can be. It's completely up to you. So take this time, write it down. And then on the other side, I'd like you to write your name. When you're ready, I'd like you to fold up that piece of paper and place it in your left hand. So the left side and the left hand actually represent the feminine energy, the yin, the restorative energy. So holding this in our hand, in our left hand, we're going to practice pranayama. And the one that we're going to practice today, or the technique we're going to practice today, is called Nadi Shodhana. So that's alternate nostril breathing, and it definitely taps into the feminine side, the yin energy. We'll start by looking at our right hand, and I'm just going to go through the different elements. Each finger represents a different element. The thumb represents fire, the index finger air, the middle finger space, the ring finger earth, and the pinky water. We're going to form a Vishnu mudra, the god of preservation, very fitting for tonight. We're going to curl our index finger and our middle finger to the bottom of our thumb. I'm going to actually step up because I don't know if they can see this. Like this, like cowabunga kind of, but in a yogi way. So pressing your pinky and your ring finger together with your intention in your left hand, we're going to close our right nostril with our right thumb. We're going to close our eyes. And we're going to inhale for 6 to 8 counts through the left nostril. For the advanced yogis and pranayama practitioners, if you'd like to hold the breath for 2 counts, feel free. And then after that, we're going to plug the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale through the right nostril for 10 to 12 counts. Stay as you are, and then inhale through the right nostril for 6 to 8 counts. Holding the breath if you'd like for 2 counts. And then closing the right nostril with the thumb, exhaling through the left nostril for 8 or to 10 to 12 counts. Depends on your lung capacity. So that's a cycle of breath there. We'll practice 5 cycles of breath in this pranayama. Go at your own pace, go at your own duration. We'll begin now. There's really no way to do this wrong, as long as you're inhaling and exhaling through alternate nostrils, clearing the energy pathways, the nadis. Continue. Feel the ebb and flow of the breath. Noticing any blockages kind of dissipate. Observing your breath without judgment. Take one more cycle of breath. When you're ready, just release your right hand to your right knee. Close the eyes. Feel the effects of the breath. Honor yourself here. As we sealed in that intention with our breath. When you're ready, gently blink open your eyes. You could set your intention down away from your mat as we'll come into the restorative practice. So when you're ready, we're going to activate those hips. Working on the first and second chakras, coming into our half pigeon with blocks or pillows. Now, if you guys want to pull up your mats, or you can use that mat if you'd like, whichever mat.
Should I grab the bowls and set them up really quick or no?
Oh yeah, whatever works. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, sure. So when you're ready, We'll find a block or pillows. We're gonna bring our right foot forward first, and then we're gonna set our right knee down. So right knee to right wrist, right heel of the right heel to that left hip. If you're really kind of tight here, that's okay. Or if you're more flexible, pressing that right foot up, closer towards the top edge of the mat. I'm actually gonna move forward a little. Now for the blocks or pillows or anything that you have, all we're gonna do is place one block right underneath your forehead at the tallest setting. And then the other block underneath that lifted right hip. Once again, you can use pillows, blankets, what have you, whatever feels good. There you go, nice. Beautiful job. There's no way to do this wrong. The challenge here is to find comfort. And that's why we use props in restorative. So when you're ready, gently come down maybe to the elbows, or if you need, maybe blocks or pillows underneath your elbows first. Then we'll draw our forehead to that block that's on the highest setting and begin to melt. Begin to tune your attention inward. Closing your eyes and just letting go of any stale energy here. Coming into your intention and feeling it in your entire body. As I mentioned before, stillness is mindfulness. But an active mind might need a little massaging first. So maybe start to rock your head from side to side, massage that space between the eyebrows, and then find your stillness. As we start to activate the first and second chakras, we start to feel the emotional baggage that we carry with us. It's always stored in the hips, especially for women. So feel that, observe it, and then let it dissipate with the breath. I'd like you to now focus on your inhale, breathing through the nose, filling up the belly, filling up the ribs, filling up the heart. And on your exhale, releasing the heart, releasing the ribs, releasing the belly. If any thoughts begin to arise, gently press them away with a subtle breath, a slow breath. Imagining that full moon now, radiating a beam of silver light. That beam connects to the heart, the back heart. Radiates that manifestation, that intention you set throughout your entire body, sealing it into muscle memory. Breathe through any areas of tension and see if you can melt even deeper. When you're ready, gently press yourself up. Maybe keeping the eyes closed, moving slowly and with intention as we switch to the other side. We'll scoot that block over to be underneath that left hip. First, you can step that left foot forward, and then the left knee comes into the left wrist, knowing that that left heel can be turned in a little bit closer towards the right hip if needed. That just means you're a little bit tighter in the hips, and that's okay. If you have more flexibility, press that left foot forward, and then find that left seat to the block. First, prepare here. Finding the block at the tallest setting. Deep inhale here. And then exhale, connect your forehead to the block. In this moment, you might feel that this side is in balance. Maybe different sensations arise that you didn't feel on the other side. Observe it, accept it, and then let it go. Breathe into the back body. Once again, receiving that silver beam of light from the full moon. Allowing her positive energy to flow freely through your entire body. Our minds may start to wander here. See if you can pull your attention inward, maybe to that area of tension in that left hip. Sending space to that area by sending breath to that area. Once you find the stillness, allow yourself to melt even deeper. Letting it go. This is a pose of honor, just like any folding forward pose. We're taking a bow for our hard work. We're taking time to rest and let go. With so much energy, cosmic energy, in this full moon in particular, we need to balance with rest. Breathe into the low back, sending healing energy from the moon into your low back. See if you can now even out the lengths of your inhales to match the lengths of your exhales. As we start to activate the first and second chakras, you might notice a feeling of safety, security, knowing that you are always safe in this body is the most important lesson you'll ever learn. Letting go of past traumas, They're all stored here in the hips. So if emotions arise, just know that it's natural. Observe those emotions, accept them, and breathe them away. When you're ready, gently press up, taking the time, palms underneath the shoulders. Maybe swing that left knee back to meet the right, knees underneath the hips. And we'll just start to wag the tail here, getting into a little mindful movement. Maybe start to circle the hips to the right, taking whatever expression feels good here. Just release the lactic acid to let the blood and the breath flow freely here. We'll take it in the reverse direction to the left now. Beautiful work. This time, we're gonna stack our blocks, our bolster, whatever you have, and we're gonna stack it right beneath the hips coming into Malasana. And you can just come to a seat here if you'd like. And I have blocks over there if you want the blocks too.
I can't do this.
And wherever you are, I'd like you to try to draw the belly inward to set yourself up for success here. So nice long spine, one line of energy from your root through your crown. Then we'll draw our palms to heart center in prayer, using our elbows to open up those knees. And take a gentle bow, slight bow of the chin closer to those fingers so that you can feel the breath on the fingertips. We'll take a deep inhale here. Fill up the back body. And exhale through the nose, nice and slow. Now, if you'd rather practice without blocks, you can. This is just an offering, one expression of many. Honor what feels right in your body. In this pose, you might feel vulnerability. Once again, the first and second chakras open and alive. Just know that you are safe, you are loved, and you are healing. Breathe into the hips. Allow that healing breath to travel down the legs and into the feet. If your mind starts to wander, bring it back right here at the heart. As if you could hold the mind in your hands. Honoring yourself. This moon might ask us to be more courageous, to step out of our comfort zones, to try something new. I invite you to embrace that without judgments, listening to your body. Observing the emotions that live in the hips. accepting them, and then letting them go. Feeling grounded through the feet. Imagine roots beneath your feet, soaking up everything you need to make your intention come true. Gathering all the nutrients and energy and resources that your body and your mind need to move forward. You're always reaching towards stillness, but it comes with time. Become the observer rather than the doer in this moment. Take one more opportunity with a deep inhale, intentional inhale. Exhale through the nose. When you're ready, gently release the hands. We'll come onto our back body here. This is where we'll take our bolster or pillow right to the base of the spine. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's see, I'm going to turn this way. In Supta Baddha Konasana, we bring the soles of the feet together. We can also bring a block under either elbow here for support. I'm sorry, either knee, not elbow. Under either knee, and then slowly lower onto the back body. You can use that bolster for support. Or if you don't have a bolster and you only have blocks, know that you can use the 2 blocks here by placing one block at the medium setting and then another higher block on the flattest setting. The block at the medium setting will go beneath your shoulder blades and you'll rest your head on a pillow or that other block. So whatever you would like to do here, listen to your body, cover up with a blanket. We got coats, we got blankets, all the things. Come into stillness. Your hands can land anywhere. But if you're feeling like you need more protection, you're feeling vulnerable, you're feeling like you're needing more healing, take the right hand to the heart and the left hand to the belly. This can be a very vulnerable pose, but it also opens the heart. It opens the heart to all the elements. As we breathe in to the belly, the belly relaxes, and sends the breath to the ribs. The ribs relax and send the breath to the heart. As we exhale, we release the heart. We release the ribs. We release the belly. Continue with that 3-part breathing. And see if you can smooth out your transitions. Start to visualize the walls that separate each chamber between belly, ribs, and hearts. As if they're 3 separate containers. Allow your breath to break down those walls, almost as if the breath could dissolve those barriers to allow the breath to flow freely. Just as our breath is an ebb and flow of energy, so is the healing process. The heart is the center of healing. When I say ebb and flow of the heart, of the healing, I mean it's not an on or off switch. We have good days and bad days. Past traumas can come up when we think that we've already conquered our fears or we've already healed from those old wounds. Allow yourself to observe your healing, your breath, with compassion, with an openness, and without judgment. Feel supported. As you start to feel a little bit safer, maybe allow the arms to just rest by your sides. Allowing that silver moonlight, that beam of positivity, radiance, to flow right into your heart center. Healing all old wounds, building you back up. Any thoughts start to arise, press those thoughts away with breath. Visualizing them leaving your space, traveling away from your mat, and disappearing into the ether. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. Notice how the breath starts to melt every part of your body, grounding you, protecting you, keeping you safe. Even in this open, exposed heart. Let everything go. Continue to breathe. Honor yourself here by coming to the mat today with an open heart and an open mind, ready for healing and transformation. When you're ready, gently keep the eyes closed. Use the hands to close the knees, and then slowly make your way up. This time, we're going to come to half frog using your pillow and one block. We're going to bring the bottom of the pillow or bolster, anything that you have, blankets, anything like that. And we're just going to rest the belly. Let's see how this works with the microphone. Rest the belly on the bolster. Place the block beneath the right knee, bending the right knee, and just hugging the bolster. You can bring your left ear to the bolster or pillow or stacks of pillows, whatever you have, or the right ear to the pillow. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. If you need to prop your head up any more, you can. Finding stillness, finding mindfulness when you're ready. In this moment, feel protected. After we were fully exposed in that last pose, we need to practice healthy boundaries. In this way, bowing the heart down, resting the heart, giving yourself that space, that personal space, is so very important to our healing process. This is where we find comfort in our own skin. Breathe through any areas of tension and let go. Know that if another variation of this pose is calling to you, you can take it. The most important part is finding that stillness, finding that mindfulness. Feel the weight of the belly. Allowing that silver beam of light to touch the back heart, to send that positivity, that radiance, that warmth all throughout the body. Coming back to your intention, absorbing it, allowing it to travel from head to heart to hips and beyond. Feel the support of the earth on your entire being. Knowing that your body is always looking out for you, always healing itself. Taking your time. When you're ready, gently press the hands down, roll up and switch legs, bringing the block over to the left side, bending the left knee in line with your right hip, and then just resting the belly, wrapping your arms around the bolster, pillow, whatever you have. Right ear could come to the pillow or left ear. See what feels good for you. Take a moment Just examine how this side might feel different. Give your body what it needs if you need to adjust the block. Listen to any cues that you receive. It's poses like these that heighten the awareness, body awareness, proprioception, so that you can actually have an intelligent conversation with your body. Once you let it speak its thoughts, answer them by melting even deeper and allowing the breath to be fluid. Invite the sensations you might be feeling in your left hip and smooth out your edges with breath. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And see if you can soften in your face even more. As you breathe into your belly, notice the relaxing effects it has on your digestive organs, creating space, creating fluidity, and breaking down any barriers. Know that you are protected here. And with each moon phase, we build up to fullness. And then we must rest and break down. Taking your time, listening to your body, melting even deeper, and coming back to that intention. Taking your time. When you're ready, with the eyes remaining closed, gently press up as we make our way into our final Shavasana. So you can move your pillows and blankets. I know that I need a blanket right now. It's so cold. We'll come into stillness, slowly lowering onto the back body. Allowing the feet to splay open. Palms are at your sides. Arms are at your sides, the palms face up. If you'd like a pillow or blanket, feel free to grab it. Maybe a pillow beneath the head. Closing your eyes. Maybe wiggling your jaw from side to side. Releasing the muscles in the face. Finding a heaviness behind the eyes. Finding that safety that we visit every single night. And knowing that that space behind those eyes is always there for you. Our bodies and our minds are like sponges. We need to feed them in many ways what they need to grow, what they need to share love, what they need to raise the vibration. And in any yoga practice, the asana practice activates certain areas, certain energy centers to give this sponge exactly what it needs. In Shavasana, we come into complete stillness. Honor yourself here. And if any thoughts arise that are external to this space, press them away with breath. I'd like you to visualize the full moon in all her glory and find that silver beam of light now connected to the third eye, giving you positivity, radiance, clarity, maybe in a time where you're confused. Allow that radiant energy to flow from your third eye, that space between the eyebrows, softening the face, flowing all the way down through the fingers and toes. I will now pass the baton to our meditation leader for the night. Welcome, Daphne.
right? For this meditation, I'm going to do a blend of yoga nidra and a guided chakra meditation. As you're already reclined on your back, have a blanket, get comfortable. Tuck the shoulder blades under, opening up the chest. Palms beside you, grounded to the floor if you'd like to feel connected to the earth, or flip them, palms shining upwards if you'd like to receive energy. If you'd like, you can join the thumb and the index fingers on each hand, the Shin Mudra. Close your eyes and begin to breathe. Observe your breath as it comes naturally, the rising and fall of the chest. In this meditation, we'll begin with our sankalpa. Our sankalpa is our vow, our commitment we make to support our highest truth. Our sankalpa should honor the deeper meaning of our life. Sankalpa is our truest, most heartfelt desire. Listen. Your most heartfelt desire is already present. It wants to be seen, heard, and felt. It's not something you need to make up. The mind needn't search for it wildly. It's right there, bubbling up. Now state your sankalpa to yourself and let it go. Observe your breath once more, the chest rising and falling. I invite you to take a big breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top and a loud sigh, exhale. Take another big breath in through the nose. Hold at the top, loud sigh, exhale. Now I'd like you to clench all of your muscles, beginning with the eyes, squeezing the eyes, tightening and squeezing the jaw, the teeth, the shoulders, the fists, the buttocks, the thighs, the toes. Hold it and let it go. We'll do that once more, clenching all of the muscles, eyes, jaw, shoulders, fists, buttocks, thighs, toes, and let it go. Now continue to breathe at your own rhythm. Acknowledge the sensations in your body. Any tingling, any tension. Observe it, acknowledge it, and move on. Focus on the environment with your mind's eye. What sounds are you hearing in your space, in your home, even in the distance? Focus on the sounds close to you. What is it you hear? Continue to focus on the sensations of your experience in your body throughout this meditation. When you find thoughts entering your mind, allow them to pass through. Acknowledge them, if only for a brief moment, and let them go. Our goal in this meditation is not to block out the thoughts, but to allow them to fluidly move through us. If you find your mind wandering, come back to your breath. Is your breath shallow or short? Or are you taking long, deep, nourishing breaths? I'd like you to place your focus on your third eye center, that spot between the brow. Imagine a glow of light radiating from your third eye center. A violet light. Focus on the glow. Watch as it expands and contracts. Observe any shapes appearing. Sometimes like a kaleidoscope. Sometimes nothing. Just a warm violet glow. I live with wisdom and vision. Now allow that glow to travel to the crown. Imagine that crown becoming a halo. A warm, crystal colored halo. Feel the warmth on your scalp from this halo. Watch as the crown expands and energy begins to flow in to the crown from the universe. Watch as you offer energy to the universe. We live with oneness and unity with the divine and all beings. Now let it go. Imagine that halo changing into a warm, bright orb. It descends back to your third eye. Focus on your third eye. What appears differently now? What's the same? Hear the sounds around us. Acknowledge them. Then come back to your breath and the sensations in your own body. Observe how your breath has changed since the last time you checked in. Imagine that orb descending from your third eye down into the throat. Observe that orb as it begins to change colors. A light blue hue glowing in your throat chakra. You may even feel a sensation to swallow. Breathe into your throat. Imagine with each breath the chakra opening. Perhaps practicing your Ujjayi breath. That breath in and out through the nose. With each exhale, the sound of the ocean at the back of the throat. I follow my truth and communicate it clearly. Now imagine that orb descending from your throat down into your chest, into your heart chakra. Imagine the orb transforming into a beautiful emerald green color, glowing. Observe the chest expanding and contracting as you breathe. Are your thoughts on your breath? Is your mind wandering again? If so, observe your thoughts and then let them go. I open my heart to embrace life as it is. Now watch as the glowing orb descends into the solar plexus chakra, right below the ribs, up the belly. Watch as it becomes a beautiful yellow glow. Feel the heat being generated in the belly, in the solar plex. Observe the sensations as your belly expands and contracts with every breath. Say to yourself, I live with abundant energy and vitality. The orb begins to travel down into the center of the pelvis. Watch as that yellow glow turns into a bright orange. Feel the energy. You may find emotions begin to arise as you focus your mind's eye on your second chakra. Say to yourself, I flow with the rhythms of life. The warmth now begins to flow downwards to your first chakra, at the base of your spine, it begins to turn a bright red. As the red radiates, you begin to feel grounded, weighted by this glowing red orb at the base of your spine. I am always safe and connected to the earth. Now scan the body. See what has changed. What are the sounds you hear around you? Has your mind quieted? We'll come back to our third eye for one last observation. What's changed? What shapes and colors do we see this time? When you're ready, I invite you to take a big breath in through the nose and a loud sigh, exhale. Take one more breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. And a loud sigh, exhale when you're ready. Whenever you're ready, you can flutter your eyes open. Enjoy the stillness we've created. Or awaken with newfound peace and energy. My dear friend Allison will now give us a nice little sound bath. So you can stay where you are and just close the eyes, feel the effects.
Thank you all who joined us tonight for sharing your energy. We do these circles because we're meant to be a community. We're meant to lift each other up, especially in times of uncertainty. So I hope that you got a lot out of tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to do this again next month. Possibly February 27th could be the next time we do this. We'll talk and we'd love your feedback. In regards to the intention that you set, that little piece of paper that you have, I mentioned bringing a mason jar full of water. What I'd like you to do is tape that intention, that little piece of paper, on your mason jar and charge that mason jar, put it in the moonlight or anywhere outside, to really charge your manifestations and your intentions. Make it all come true. Thank you again for joining us. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste. Namaste. We're freezing over here. It got really cold. Thank you guys so much. Wow, that's bright. I hope you guys have a great, restful sleep. And if you want to send me feedback, feel free. If anybody wants to share anything, feel free. Namaste, yogis.
Thanks, you guys. It was beautiful.
Thank you, Trace. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Happy birthday, Angela. Till we meet again.